On the peaceful afternoon of 22nd of April 2025, in Basran Valley near Pahalgam, Kashmir, India, three terrorists gunned down 26 innocent tourists in cold blood. This is his fifth terrorist attack on India in last 25 years. In response, India suspended the Indus Water Treaty with Pakistan, and the Indian Defence Forces have given befitting reply by striking the terrorist camps. In this video, I will present the impact of India-Pakistan conflicts on Indian share market. India and Pakistan are in this state of conflict right since the birth of Pakistan in 1947. In the last 30 years, there were six major conflicts. In 1999, there was the Kargil War. In 2001, Indian Parliament was attacked by terrorists. India responded with Operation Parakram. In 2008, terrorists attacked the Taj Hotel in Mumbai. India gave proper reply to Pakistan. In 2016, there was attack in Uri, and India responded with surgical strikes inside Pakistan occupied Kashmir. In 2019, there was attack on Pulwama, and India replied with Balakot airstrikes. And in 2025, three terrorists gunned down 26 tourists in Pahalgam, and India responded with Operation Sindoor. Let's see the Indian share market sector which took the most hit and which held ground during each of these conflicts. So during the Kargil War of 1999, none of the sectors in Indian share market fell considerably, whereas metals, auto, IT, and capital goods sector held their ground. The overall market performance for the Indian market, it surged by around 3 to 35% during this period of conflict, whereas the Pakistan market recovered from minus 48% by only 49%. So net no recovery. During the Indian Parliament attack and the Operation Parakram period during December 2001 and October 2002, in Indian share markets, banking and infrastructure sectors took a hit, whereas IT and FMCG sector held ground. The overall market performance for the Indian market is that the impact was minimal, with approximately minus 1% down, whereas the Pakistan market crashed by 15%, minus 15% during the period of this conflict. Now, during the Mumbai attacks and its response duration, hospitality sector in Indian share market lose ground, but IT and FMCG again stood strong during the entire period. The overall market performance in the Indian market is that the market surged by around 4% in that period, whereas the Pakistan market crashed by minus 58%. During the Uri attack and the surgical strikes in 2016, in Indian share market, real estate, power, healthcare, metals, and banking sectors lose ground, whereas IT, FMCG, energy, oil and gas sectors held ground during the entire period of this conflict. The overall market performance in Indian market is that the impact was minimal, with around negative 1.7% down, and similar was the case in Pakistan with around negative 1.5% down. During the Pulwama attack and Balakot airstrikes in 2019, the banking, power, PSU, realty, and IT sector in Indian share market uh, were down, whereas FMCG and pharma stood ground during the entire period. The overall market performance in the Indian share market is that there was a negligible impact of minus 0.2%. And in the Pakistan market, there was slight impact of the market was slightly down by approximately minus 2%. And the recent Pahalgam attack and the Operation Sindoor in Indian share market, realty and tourism sector shown negative trend, whereas the banking and financial services sector have shown positive trend. The overall market performance of the Indian market, there was negligible impact of minus 0.2%, and in the Pakistan market, there was a slight impact, and the market went down by around minus 2%. So, what's the conclusion of all this? Conclusion is that this could be a short-term dip, as this might scare off the FIIs for some time, and the markets will recover once the conflict settles down. Real estate, banking, infrastructure, and power sector generally take a small hit during the India and Pakistan conflict. FMCG, pharma, defense, and IT sectors generally holds ground, and this is case in most of the conflicts that we have seen in last 30 years. And finally, there is no significant impact on Indian share market. We have seen the data of last five conflicts. There is no significant impact on Indian share market. So to sum it all up, there is nothing to worry about in terms of your investments in Indian share market. So that is all from my side in this video. Goodbye for now.